What's cracking, people? I hope you're having an amazing, beautiful week. It's Friday, so thank God for that. Unless you work in a restaurant, then I'm so sorry because you probably have to work tonight. Just like me. Anyways, I have brought to you today, on this lovely Friday, a little cottage for someone who likes to garden. Now, the plan was to put this in. Nope, what am I saying? The plan was to put a little greenhouse in the backyard because of that little greenhouse kit, and I didn't really have enough room. So I built like this makeshift sort of shed looking thing that I thought turned out kind of cool. There's nothing really functional in it though. So I just like two little shelving unit things that I've not been able to use in any of my builds yet that I threw in there. And they're very related to gardening and they're decorated and shit, but you can't really use anything in that shed. It's just strictly for decoration. However, if you do end up downloading this and you want it to be functional, then definitely put like that flower making thing in there. You know what I'm talking about? The flower arranging table? That would go really well under there. This house was a little bit of a struggle because I really wanted it to be small, but it being that small was really not working out for me. As you can tell, I had to keep making it just like slightly bigger. Also, I don't even know if I'll be able to upload it to the gallery because apparently there's something going on with the gallery. They're doing updates to it or something. I don't really know. I don't know what's going on with that. I think I might have to wait a couple days, but I'll put my gallery ID in there anyway. We'll see what happens. I'll check it out later once this is finished recording. But yeah, I don't know what my problem was. I just really wanted to make kind of like a cluttered little cottage, and I was inspired by the little greenhouse pack, despite the fact that there's no greenhouse in this build. Oops. But also the kitchen is not super cluttered because again, the kitchen area is really small and I wanted it to be functional. So I chose functional over decoration in this instance. I did not do that for the little shed in the backyard. But yeah, it turned out really cute, I think. I have, as of right now, I have not play tested it. I need to start doing that before I start recording these builds because I'm pretty sure, like, I always try to make sure that everything that a sim needs to survive is functional. But the bathroom's a little sketchy, and so is the kitchen. Well, the kitchen's not that sketchy, but I'm a little unsure if they can get into the living room. I'm sure it's fine. I trust myself. I trust myself. Also, putting things on that little ledge was such a pain in the ass. I'm not really sure why. And also, I think we need more couches in The Sims because I could not find one that I liked. I'm not even really sold on the one I ended up sticking with, but I think we need more couch options, I'm just saying. And I think I'm kind of scared to put a bunch of CC on my computer because like then my game crashes more and I don't feel like dealing with that. That gives me stress. I don't know. Has anyone else used a bunch of CC or like want to use CC but the idea gives them anxiety? It gives me anxiety for some reason and I really don't know why. Like I go through phases where I'll spend like 5 hours downloading CC onto my game. Then I'll make my cute Sims. I'll spend another really long time making those cute Sims. I'll make their cute little living quarters or whatever they're living in. And then I'll play it for a little bit and then I'll notice that my game runs like a little slow, like the loading screens take a little longer and then it'll frustrate me and then I'll delete all the CC. I do that. I've done that probably like between 5 and 10 times already. And I don't know if it's just me or what. Also, I was absolutely determined to use that raggedy bookshelf right there, and I don't know why. I was like, no, this bookshelf is absolutely going into this house, and it doesn't even really fit the vibe. But, oh well, it's a broken bookshelf. Deal with it. Also, the bedroom, I struggled a lot with. Because the bedroom is so small, and I really, I don't know why, but I really wanted the sim to have a queen bed, and also for some reason I refuse to use like the cottage living bed, and I don't really know like how I'm gonna describe this, but for a while I do end up changing it, but the bedroom had such a different vibe than the rest of the house, and it bothered me so much that I had to go and change it. But for some reason, my noggin wasn't like, oh, use one of the cottage living beds, since the entire house is mostly cottage living. No. I was like, we need to go for the modern bed that we got in the oh my god, what is that new pack called? Growing Together. I ended up going with the modern bed that we got from Growing Together for some reason. And like, it doesn't look bad. I think it looks really good, but it is a different vibe. It's slightly different. And I'm looking back on this now, and I should have stuck with that flower bed because it's actually really cute. But you know what? You live and you learn. I think this happens literally every time where I'm building something and in the moment I'm confident with my decisions, and then I'm watching this back and like doing the audio and I'm like, oh, that was the wrong move. But it's fine. I hope you guys are having a great week. If you if you like this video, you should definitely comment and tell me what you would have done differently in this house. That's totally fine. And if you've made it this far, you should also definitely like and or subscribe, because I definitely need it, or I don't need it per se, but it would be lovely, because if I get to 500 subscribers, I'm gonna get a new microphone, and it'll be really exciting. Also, I'm on a 2-week streak. Okay, this is my second week in a row of uploading a video, and I'm actually proud of myself. So hopefully we'll make it like a year. I want to make it a year of uploading every single Friday. So now we're on week 2. We got 50 more weeks to go. And sorry if I'm kind of quiet. My boyfriend's here and he's working, and I have to not be loud. And also, again, I feel like because I took an entire month of not doing anything, I feel like I'm still rusty. Rusty might not be the correct word. I was never really good at doing audio to begin with, but now I really feel like I'm struggling, and I especially felt like I struggled last week too. However, I'm thinking that if no, hold on, let me gather my thoughts. I'm thinking that instead of just rambling and instead of just rambling and not knowing what I'm saying as I'm talking, maybe I'll start just talking about books that I've read. I already kind of do that, but I might make it sort of my thing, where I'll finish a book within the week, and then during the speed build, I'll just talk about that book and my thoughts on the book. Just to kind of fill up time. Not fill up time, but yes, fill up time. Just to have something to talk about while the speed build is going. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. I think that's what I will do. I will have to figure out what book I want to talk about, though. I think I mentioned last week that I'm in the middle of the Throne of Glass series, and there's some order that people tell you to read it in, and I read it in what they call the romantic order. So I read the first 2 books of the main series, and then I read the prequel, and now I'm on the 3rd book of the main series. However, I think if I were to go back and redo it, I would just read the prequel first, because I think it would have made her actions make a lot more sense. And also, I don't know, I think it would have I think maybe that would make even more of an emotional impact, reading the prequel first. I don't know, but that might just be me. I'm gonna be honest, I really expected to hate this series, but I am extremely entertained by it. And I'm not going to apologize for that. I was expecting to hate read the series, and I fully am really into it. So that's embarrassing. And now I know better. I will never start to read a series and expect I'm never gonna judge anything anymore. I'm just gonna go with it. But yeah, that's kind of all I'm reading right now. I have been listening to the Wheel of Time series, and I think I've decided that I don't like them that much. I don't know if it's because I'm listening to the audiobook and because I'm not really reading them physically, but they're just boring. Like, and it's 14 books, and it's not 14 short books either. It's 14 like long as hell books. And I just don't know if I like them enough to continue. I've gotten through the first 3, and they were fine. But I don't know if fine is good enough to get me through 11 more books. You know what I'm saying? If anyone has read them, if you've made it this far, if anyone has read them, you should definitely let me know. And if you have made it this far again, you should definitely let me know what you think about me just talking about specific books throughout the speed build and me talking about my opinions on them. So yeah, we are coming close to an end here. As you can see, we've got like 30 more seconds left. I'm pretty proud of this build, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And yeah, I will see you next time. I hope you have another lovely week, and I will see you next Friday. Good.